thing I like about communication-based theories is that once you understand them, you see how quickly they relate to everyday things. In this video, we're going to look at theories of relationship development. The first being attraction theory. Attraction theory is simply there are certain factors involved that will make us more likely or less likely to engage in developing an interpersonal relationship with someone. So the more attractive they are, the more likely we are to engage. The less attractive, we're less likely to engage. Now keep in mind there are different levels of attraction. There is social attraction. Now this could be where you see someone and you think they would be a good friend, or you want to get to know them. It could be because maybe they're very popular and they have a large social network, and you see that as an attractive quality in a friend. There's physical attraction, where you're drawn to someone's physical appearance. Now, this is usually in a romantic sense, but it definitely can be in a friendship sense too. I have known people who said they want all their friends to be good looking. And then there's even task attraction. Now, in this case, you want to work with someone who you feel like you can get the job done with that person. This may mean that you partner up with someone you know has a good grade in your class, because you feel like by partnering up with them, you're more likely to also get a good grade. Now, after we think about these three different types of attraction, we also have to think about the fact that there are different factors that enhance someone's attractiveness to us. Appearance. Yes. So the way someone looks is usually probably the first thing that we notice, especially when we don't know them. Now keep in mind that what's physically appealing to one person is not going to be appealing to somebody else. Proximity. Now this is based on your physical space with other people. The people that you sit next to in class, that you work near, that you have maybe your neighbors that you share some common space with, you're more likely to engage in an interpersonal relationship with them as opposed to people who are farther away from you. Now, as technology has made the world smaller and smaller, that's definitely changing how we see proximity. But regardless, proximity still remains as a very strong factor in who we talk to and who we are less likely to talk to. Similarities. So similarities are those things that we have in common with other people, whether it be our interests, our values, our beliefs, and any other characteristics. Research has proven time and time again that we tend to look for people who are similar to us in some way, who maybe have experiences like ours or perspectives like ours. But on the flip side of that, there's complementarity. There are some differences that we share that we find appealing. For example, let's say you have one friend who's very laid back, chill, and pretty studious. And you have another friend who's very outgoing and less studious. Well, they can balance each other out. Maybe the outgoing friend gets the laid-back friend outside more. But the studious part of the laid-back person reinforces the fact that, hey, you may be outgoing, but we need to study tonight and not go to the party. So when those differences work together to kind of balance us out in some way, we are attracted to that. Now, not only is there attraction theory, but we also have uncertainty reduction theory. So with this theory, we desire to reduce the uncertainty that we have around new people. We want to know more about who they are. Think about the coworker that you know you're going to have a lot of long work shifts with. You're probably going to start talking and have small talk to get to know more about them, to see if you click or to see if you clash. Maybe you have a crush and you want to maybe date them in the future. Well, you're going to want to reduce your uncertainty. Will it be a good idea for me to engage in this relationship? Or maybe should I just not? Or maybe if you know something weird about somebody. You just want to figure out what makes them tick. And maybe start asking, or maybe even just observing them. Again, all uncertainty reduction theory. So there are 3 different ways that you can gain information about new people in your life. It can be passive, where you just observe them. You never actually interact with them, or even anybody who knows them. Maybe you just kind of look over and notice what they're wearing. Maybe listen to them. And then there's the active strategy. In this case, you find someone who knows them, and they have a conversation about who that person is, maybe what they like. This may even be where you start Google searching or even Facebook searching for this person. And then the interactive strategy. This is where you engage in direct contact, face-to-face, usually, but even maybe through the internet. Now, another way that we engage in interpersonal relationships, in addition to uncertainty reduction theory, is social penetration theory. If you've ever seen the movie Shrek, then you know that Shrek says ogres are like onions. Why? Because onions have layers. Well, just like onions, just like ogres, people have layers. Self-disclosure is our way of revealing those layers to other people. Now, self-disclosure is going to increase as the relationship develops. What I mean by that is that if you look at the outside layer of an onion, it's the widest layer, right? There's a lot of breadth there. So that's our peripheral layer. It's all the small things about us that we don't mind other people knowing about us, such as our favorite color, our age, what we like to do on the weekends, the little stuff, right? But as we get deeper, there's going to be a lot of less breadth, the variety. There's going to be a lot of deeper information. So our intermediate layers, maybe our goals, maybe even our childhood memories. And then we get to the core, the central layers of our onion. We start sharing about who we are, our deep dark fears, maybe even our deep dark secrets. What makes us the people that we are today. So that is a quick overview of 3 theories that are used when we talk about relationship development. There are many, many more theories out there, but if you have a good idea of what these 3 are, you will be ready for almost any other communication course where you start going deeper into other theories.